Your multiple visitations to the bathroom at night is not just bad luck, it's not just getting older, it's something you're doing every single day. Something you think is healthy. Something you trust. Yeah. That harmless little habit you've been doing for years. It's not harmless at all. It's quietly inflaming your prostate, wrecking your sleep, and, if you ignore it, it can lead to something far worse. And the worst part? James thought he was doing the right thing. He thought he was taking care of himself. So, tell me, what if I told you that the one thing you believe is helping you, might actually be the reason you're tired, frustrated, and even embarrassed in the bedroom? Sounds crazy, right? But stay with me, because once you hear this, you'll never look at your nightly routine the same way again. You're probably thinking right now, Doc, I eat healthy. I drink plenty of water. I walk every day. I do everything they tell me to do. And you know what? That's what James thought too. That's what every man who sits across from me in my office says. But what if I told you, there's one thing in your daily routine, one thing you believe is good for you, that is quietly wrecking your prostate. Slowly, silently, every single day. This isn't about genetics. This isn't about fate. This is a war, and the enemy is hiding in plain sight. And the worst part? You're helping it. Because this habit, the same habit you've trusted for years, is the very thing making you miserable. It's why you're up 5 times a night. It's why you can't make it through a movie without pausing. It's why your wife is starting to notice things you don't even want to admit to yourself. And let me be brutally honest for a second, keep going like this, and it won't stop at bathroom trips. It'll get worse. You'll find yourself in a cold hospital room, staring at the ceiling with a catheter in you, wondering how it came to this. That might sound harsh. But I've seen it happen. Too many times. And the truth is, you don't deserve that. So, if you're listening to me right now, stay with me. Because if you care about your freedom, your dignity, and your health, you need to hear this. By the way, if we haven't met yet, my name is Dr. Ethan Mehran. I'm a board-certified urologist, and for the past 25 years, I've worked with men just like you in some of the best medical centers in the country. I've treated over 10,000 cases of prostate problems. I've seen the good, the bad, and the downright terrifying. And what I'm about to share with you, isn't something I read in a book or saw on a blog. This is what I see every single day in my practice. And the truth? Most men don't even know they're doing this to themselves. If you don't stop this habit, and I mean now, here's what's waiting for you down the road. First, the sleepless nights don't get better. They get worse. Right now, you're up 2, maybe 3 times a night. Fast forward a year, and you're up 6 times. Every single night, you wake up exhausted. You start skipping the things you love because you don't have the energy. That morning golf game? Gone. That road trip with your buddies? Forget it, you can't even sit in a car for an hour without looking for the next restroom. And that's just the beginning. Because next, it hits you where it hurts the most. In the bedroom. You go to be close to your wife, but you feel it, you're not the same man you used to be. You're frustrated, embarrassed. And so is she, even if she doesn't say it. Deep down, you know it. And it eats at you. That confidence you had. That spark. It starts to fade. And then, the day you never thought would come, comes. You're sitting in a sterile hospital room. Cold white walls. The smell of disinfectant. You're lying there, and the doctor tells you, we have to operate. They roll you into surgery. Hours later, you wake up with a catheter between your legs. Tubes. Bags. And you're thinking. How did I end up here? I don't want that for you. I really don't. But if you keep ignoring this, if you keep saying, it's just age. It's no big deal. That's exactly where you're headed. And look, I know what you're thinking. Doc, I'm too old to change. It's too late for me. But that's the biggest lie you could ever believe. This isn't about age, it's about action. The men who fix this, they're the ones who say, enough is enough. And they take back control. Because here's the truth, you don't have to live like this. You don't have to keep suffering in silence, running to the bathroom all night, feeling like half the man you used to be. You can change this. You just need to know the truth. And I'm about to give it to you. Alright, it's time to tell you what's really going on. That harmless little habit that's keeping you trapped in this nightmare is what you drink before bed. I'm talking about those late-night cups of herbal tea, that warm mug of coffee after dinner, or that one cold beer to relax before you turn in. You think it's helping you unwind. You think it's harmless. But here's the truth, it's slowly destroying your prostate health. Here's why, every time you load your bladder before bedtime, you're putting your prostate under stress. Coffee. It's not just liquid, it's a diuretic. It makes you produce even more urine. Alcohol. Same thing, but worse, it irritates your bladder and inflames your prostate. Even that innocent-looking herbal tea, yes, chamomile, peppermint, all of it, does the same. It triggers your bladder, and it keeps you running to the bathroom all night. And it doesn't stop there. Over time, that constant irritation and inflammation put your prostate into overdrive. It swells. It tightens around your urethra like a vice. And suddenly, you can't empty your bladder. You're standing there for minutes, dribbling, straining, and you feel that pressure in your lower abdomen that never goes away. That's your prostate crying for help. Let me tell you about someone, Paul. He's 72. A retired firefighter from Texas. Came to me exhausted, angry, and embarrassed. Up 6 times a night. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't perform. His wife was frustrated. He thought he needed surgery. But you know what the real problem was? Every night before bed, he had 2 cups of healthy herbal tea. Thought he was helping his digestion. Thought he was being good to his body. We cut that habit out immediately. Replaced it with something better, something that doesn't stress the prostate. And within 2 weeks, guess what happened? He went from 6 bathroom trips a night to 1. His energy came back. His mood changed. And his marriage? Let's just say, his wife sent me a thank you card. So now, I have to ask you, what's in your cup tonight? Because that small choice. That's the difference between freedom and years of misery. Let's break this down so it makes sense. I want you to picture your prostate like a sponge. When it's calm and healthy, it sits there quietly, letting everything flow the way it should. But every time you irritate it, whether that's with coffee, alcohol, or even too much fluid late at night, it's like soaking that sponge with water over and over again. What happens? It swells. And as it swells, it squeezes the tiny tube that runs right through it, the urethra. That's the pipe that carries urine out of your body. So now, instead of a clear, open passage, you've got a pinched, narrow tunnel. The urine can't flow properly. That's why you stand there, waiting, pushing, straining. And you still don't feel empty. So what does your bladder do? It panics. Sends you back to the bathroom over and over again because it thinks it's still full. Now, here's the kicker, every time you irritate your prostate, you're not just causing swelling, you're triggering inflammation. And long-term inflammation? That's the perfect storm for prostate disease. We're talking chronic pain, infections, even the kind of problems that end in surgery. But here's the good news, you can stop this spiral, starting tonight. One simple step, cut the fluids 2 hours before bed. No coffee. No tea. No alcohol. No sneaky, just one drink before lights out. Give your prostate peace for the night. And if you're saying, "But doc, I get thirsty before bed." I hear you. That's why I'm going to give you a simple replacement. Instead of tea or beer, take a small glass of room temperature water, sprinkle in a pinch of natural mineral salt, not table salt, mineral salt, and sip it slowly. Why? Because mineral salts help your body absorb the water instead of flushing it straight into your bladder. That means hydration without the midnight bathroom marathon. Do that for 30 days. Just 30 days. And you'll notice the difference. Deeper sleep. Stronger mornings. Better control. And yes, your energy and confidence start coming back. And if you're still thinking this is too simple to work, ask Paul. Ask James. Ask the thousands of men who've walked into my office drained and walked out feeling like themselves again, because they made this one small change. Now, take a second and imagine this. Imagine tomorrow morning. The sun coming through your window. You open your eyes, not because you have to pee, but because you actually slept through the night. You stretch. You feel rested. No more stumbling down the hallway 5 times in the dark. No more frustration. No more embarrassment. You walk into the kitchen, pour yourself a coffee after breakfast instead of at midnight, and you feel proud because you took control. You didn't let age win. You didn't let bad habits rob you of your peace. That's what I want for you. Because this isn't just about a prostate. This is about your freedom. Your dignity. Your masculinity. The ability to wake up and live on your terms, not chained to a bathroom, not chained to fear. And the truth is, it's not too late. You're stronger than you think. All it takes is one decision, starting now. Now, before you click away, listen to me carefully, because this part matters. If you're serious about staying independent, about never waking up in a hospital bed with a tube between your legs, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't be the guy who ignores this and regrets it later. And if you think this doesn't apply to you, go ahead, type in the comments why you'd risk your manhood. I'll wait. Because I've heard every excuse, and not one of them kept a man out of surgery. Don't just watch and leave, subscribing takes 1 click. Surgery. That takes 6 weeks and leaves you with scars you don't want. And hey, if you're stubborn and won't subscribe, at least comment and explain to your wife and kids why you'd rather suffer than take action. Tell them why staying up all night and risking your health sounds like a good plan. I'm giving you insider tips I usually only share with my patients in New York, and you're going to skip subscribe? Really? Don't do that to yourself. Hit it now. Look, you're not alone. Thousands of men are going through this. And aging? It doesn't mean suffering. Not if you know the truth. This channel is here to keep you strong, healthy, and proud of the man you are. So stick with me. Because next week, I'm revealing the one nutrient men over 60 are almost always deficient in, and how that single mistake is quietly destroying intimacy in millions of marriages. You don't want to miss it. So subscribe now, drop a comment below, and let me know, are you ready to take back control? Because your best years? They're still ahead of you.